Okay, so the Progress Video Journals page of your wiki requires a little bit of a different approach than just copying and pasting stuff. This applies to fall 2012 and beyond. In the past, all you had to do was copy and paste this, but then your work was harder. You had to make individual YouTube videos and upload them and then embed them here. You had to embed 3 different things. I want to do it a little differently for the reason that I want to get the Progress Video Journal feedback together. So as a class, I would like to see it all collected together rather than put on isolated wiki pages. But I still want it linked here on this wiki page. So here's how we're going to do it now from fall 2012 and beyond. I'm on the Wiki Foundation example. If you remember, we have wikifoundation.wikispaces.com and we want our wiki to look like this one. So what do you want your Progress Video Journals page to look like? Let's go look at it. We want this VoiceThread to be embedded on it, but you can't just copy it and paste it onto yours. This is a widget, and so what you're going to need is the embed code. And so so really what we're looking at is what the final page should look like once you've done the proper embed. So you've seen what your target is. You want to get this thing embedded in your page. So how do we do that? Well, at the beginning of the semester, I had put the embed code down here at the bottom of the page in my Wiki Foundation example, but I've removed it because I discovered that that caused an error, and I've actually edited this very video that you're watching. I had to re-edit this video at this point. So how do we do this? Once you go to this VoiceThread, you can advance to the final page that comes after the last slide. This is the last slide, watercolor background credits. And right here you can click embed and then copy this, and it's copied to the clipboard. And then what you want to do is go into edit mode on your Progress Video Journal page, which needs to be completely blank, and click widget, and then you can just use other HTML, or you could use this other here, either one of those, and just paste it in there and hit save and save again. And because I'm a guest and I'm not signed into this public wiki, it's going to double check that I'm not a robot, and then it should work. So I'm going to pause you while I type in this CAPTCHA thing. And now it has been embedded. It's actually a little bit smaller than what I embedded on my page. It'll look a little bit smaller, and you can actually mess around with that piece of it if you feel like toying with code a little bit. Let's examine that code really quickly, and this will just teach you about how you can make anything, any sort of widget, boxy type thing bigger. I'm going to double click on this widget, left click, and here you see the width is this 480 and the height is 360. Well, what you can do is you can say, I want this VoiceThread object to be, let's say you want it to be 60% bigger, or 40%. Let's just say 40% bigger. You can multiply 480 by 1.4. This is to make it 40% bigger. And you also need to do the same thing to 360. 360 times 1.4, so that's its whole size plus 40% more, and then you come up with the numbers for those and you replace them here. So I'm going to quickly do that calculation while you're on pause. Sorry, I didn't know that I would teach you any math. I know you all know how to do this probably, but so just to be clear, the width was 480, the height was 360. To make this 40% larger, I'm going to multiply each figure by 1.4, and then I'm going to plug in the new dimensions in the code. The new width is 672. And the new height is 504 after doing that multiplication. So I'll put this over to the side, and then what you have to do, this is where you have to be very careful with your code, and I need to get that back up so I can see it. Actually, I'm going to move this over. There we go, and now you can see everything. So you have to be very careful. You replace the width with 672, and I'll do both the widths first. There's another width down there, 672, and then the height with 504. And it is important that you do both of them, that you apply that multiplier to both of them, or I think it'll make your object, your widget object, look peculiar. The new height is 504. So you have to replace that in both spots. It probably would mess up the widget entirely if you put 504 up here and then you didn't put it here. It may do something very strange. It may cause a computer explosion, quite honestly. All right, and then you can save it. And then let's see how it looks a little bit bigger now. Oh, thinks I'm a robot again. All right, so I passed the CAPTCHA test again, and now it's bigger. So if you want to make it 40% larger on your page or 50% depending on how you think it views nicely, then you can do that multiplier trick. All right, and to learn more about what you're doing with the Progress Video Journals assignment, I'm going to go back to our class wiki. And you will be presented with this information through learning modules, so if you're not ready for this information, then stop the video right here, because the purpose of this video was just to show you how to embed it, but just to kind of make sure I bridge the gap so that you don't feel too lost. Now this assignment will first appear at the end of Module 2, so you'll see it in Module 2 as something you do, and there'll be information. So all of that, everything I'm showing you right now, is available through the learning module in CourseDen. But you can also take a shortcut by using this sidebar navigation and go straight to Progress Video Journals, and here you can read all about it. There's one of them due on Sunday, September 23rd, and another on Sunday, October 21st. And so we're going to use this tool so that everybody can post a Progress Video Journal 1 here, and we'll have it all collected together, and then everybody will post Progress Video Journal 2 here. So here I teach you how to set up your VoiceThread account. Here's how to do Progress Video Journal number 1. Here's instructions on Progress Video Journal number 2, and information about using webcams or getting them from the Teaching Materials Center, and that kind of thing. All right, so there's more information coming up on what exactly this peculiar looking embedded widget thing is. So look for that information when you're ready.